It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr., your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team, because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this in the...
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Orlando. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. Like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he'll get it up to the 44. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Tagovailoa on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the set. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long. Tua now from the gun. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up fourth and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. they limit the damage, just a few yards on that game. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning left is Thomas. From the 43. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Got him in, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Robinson. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a 3-yard gain. 1 shot remaining if they want to try it. 4th and goal coming up.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all or nothing for.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance. You do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. A-chain on the inside give. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. They've got 1st down from the 31. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They motion the tight end over. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 47. Catch is made down the right sideline. 16 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-0 lead. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown. Yeah,
a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. More from this one right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Tua off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Now start with a give to Harris. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels from the pistol. Will get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, Daniels. Catch made over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. It's Harris on the option. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That stop made by K.J. Britt. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 23-yard line.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
Here's Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. On target to Waddle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. McCole Hardman now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A run here with Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 36. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down, here's Tua. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Here's a chain up the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Even after a solid 6 yards on that play, still a long ways to go here on 3rd down. To throw, Tunga Vailoa. Able to find Achane. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Daniels now. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels on 1st down. Got a man, it's Thomas. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, Daniels to the air. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing now, Daniels. That's him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Daniels to throw. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third and short, Daniels. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One final shot before halftime. Got Washington, it's complete. So we're at halftime of a lopsided contest thus far. One team with a whole lot of adjustments to make during the break. Now from here, let's jump across town to our studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Drake May, strong in the victory as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
An option give to Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Daniels. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 10. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders make it a 24-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He just throws this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. Launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fair catch made here at the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Commanders will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Robinson up the middle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Sidney Brown in on that stop. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This is Robinson. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Daniels. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Caught by his back. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's taken in by Washington. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Tua now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that makes it 4th down. Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Jukes one defender, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Robinson on the inside give. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another carry for Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
To the air, 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1st and 10 from the 41. Handoff now to Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Devon Holland there to make the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 36. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Washington Commanders, 1st down.
Daniels now. It's inside the 10. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Again, Daniels to the air. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's going to be caught by Washington. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Commanders and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. At least right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Able to find Achane. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring on 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Commanders ready for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Now outruns their offense to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And all he's able to do is get them a touch more space to the 4. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
They run again with Wright. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. That gets him 7, sets up 4th down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They'll send out the punting unit. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Daniels from the pistol. Brought in right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
On gain of 6. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
They'll run with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Motioning the tight end now. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 48. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And the Commanders get home, they drop in. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. but it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything. And this defense just proved he couldn't.
So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to hit Palmer, complete. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Orlando.